Welcome back. In this video, I'm gonna go over window cleaning pouches. These pouches go on your tool belt and just hold tools like walnut pads, steel wool, towels, screen removal tools, all that good stuff. I'm gonna show you what I put in my pouch. So this is a Maykker Maykker Smart system. This is a very, very nice window cleaning pouch. A little bit more expensive than the other ones out there on the market. But first, I'm gonna show you what I put in it, and then I'm gonna show you some other options that you could have for pouches too. I like to have many different compartments for my pouches. Some people will like to have more of a slimmer pouch. You may not like all this weight on your hips, but I always like to have an IPC Techno pad handle with a walnut pad. That goes in typically my front loop or one of the loops on the pouches, but this is great for scrubbing the whole entire window or use an extension pole. We'll go more into that in the future. I do have some videos on my channel that goes into the IPC Techno pad. Next, one of the main things is in the larger pouch here, I typically have a recycled surgical towel or a microfiber towel. I'm using this for detailing. Next, I will kind of have a slop towel or like a track towel if I'm doing residential, or a frame towel if I'm doing storefronts or commercial. I like to keep this in another compartment away from my detail towel so I don't get that too wet. Next is a screen removal tool. I like to have a stiff putty knife. I find this works extremely well, but I just have a little slot kind of right in there that fits that very nicely. Next, if I'm doing residential, I like to have a little track cleaner. This is a zero track cleaner brush. Just has these little red nylon bristles. It's used to agitate the dirt in the frame so you can get those clean quicker, but I'll typically have that in a pouch that is separate from my towels too. Then I always like to have quad zero steel wool. This is great for detailing little bug spots in windows or fingerprints. Very helpful for residential. You could also have another compartment with wet steel wool if you want. Next, I'll have another pouch. Typically in there, I'll have just a abrasive pad like a walnut pad or a white pad. This I'm using to scrub the window after applying the solution with the strip washer, but it's just a nice thing to have in case the windows are really dirty. Another thing that's nice for residential. In another loop, I may have a 6-inch sill squeegee like this, good for French windows or good for just cleaning your solution off frames on storefronts. Or what I typically put into that is I use this a lot for detailing on a pole. So this is a 6-inch Velcro sleeve, and then you can take a microfiber and you can stick that to it so it won't fall off. And you can put that on like the side of your pouch, and you can use that on a pole for detailing. That is everything that I keep in my pouch. I did a recent video on this Maykker Smart bag system. This is a man-made, really nice pouch made out of military grade material. So this has a lot of different pouches, a lot of different slots that I can put stuff in, but some of the other ones that are out there in the industry are great options as well. This is the Moerman side kit. Of course, it's going to be smaller than the Maykker Smart bag system, but you can see in there, you got some compartments. You got a part here on the back where you could put your screen removal tools, maybe your steel wool, your track cleaning brush. You also have compartments here that you could put a bottle. A lot of people like to have a bottle of solution on their tool belt, and they usually have it in their pouch. So like this is actually meant for that on the Maykker Smart bag, but I use that for microfiber towels, but you can do what you want with it. You also have places here on the front if you need pens for customer signing invoices or when you're doing quotes. That's very helpful there. Then you have another little magnetic pouch here so you could put stuff in there. So maybe that's a good place to put your steel wool. Some other options though that I've used over the years. When I first ever started, I got this little CLC carpenter pouch. This has two loops here that can be very helpful for your 6-inch squeegee. Let's say your IPC Techno pad, and then you could put like steel wool here in the front, and then you could put a microfiber towel here for detailing. So this is a good pouch, not going to hold as much as the other two, but if you don't want so much on your belt, this might be a good solution for you. One other pouch I want to mention, you've probably seen this on a lot of my videos. I use these for a very long time, and what I even encourage most window cleaners to do is that if you're looking for a little bit of a lower cost option for your tool belt and your pouch, you can go get carpenter belts. They usually come with a lot of other stuff, but you can usually get them for a pretty cheap price, around like 50 bucks altogether. But you can get great pouches like this that have a ton of slots. These are like around like 45 bucks, and you have, areas to put your your techno pad, you got places for your towels, you got places for your track brush. I mean, I'm fitting that all in there very easy. You got slots for your putty knife. You got places to put steveO if you want to put in the back here. You got loops on the back here as well to put that there. You have another loop here to put this. So these are great options too. That's what I've used mainly in my career. So if you want a lower cost option that still has a lot of storage compartments on it, these are great too. Sometimes these companies switch, so you may not be able to find the Kobalt brand, but you might be able to find something like it. That is window cleaning pouches, as simple as that. It's just a thing that goes on your belt to store stuff like this. Typically, if you're doing a lot of commercial or storefront, you don't need a lot of stuff on your belt, so you could have a pouch for residential, and then you could have a pouch for commercial, because residential, you're gonna need more of the tools that I showed here, or really on, you know, route work, you pretty much just need a sill squeegee, a detailing squeegee, and maybe this techno pad handle as far as that goes. So that is window cleaning pouches. If you have any questions, comment below. The links for these different window cleaning pouches will be in the description. Once again, if you got any questions, comment below. Have a great day. Bye-bye.